I found a boy in my pool after a storm. I wish I never brought him inside my house. Part 1. I found him after a storm. When I was a kid, I loved searching our pool for creatures. The sea had brought right to our front door. Grammy always said there was more to the ocean, and that she belonged there. She was also senile, insisting she could breathe underwater. That's what killed her. One day, Grammy waded into the ocean and never came back. Kicking through storm debris, I caught movement in the pool, the illuminated surface rippling. Immediately, I was a little kid again, grabbing my old dollar store fishing net and dropping to my knees, peering over the edge. Here, fishy, fishy. The pretty iridescent glow under the water was not my flashlight. I clicked it off, leaning further so close, until a pair of eyes met mine. Human. It was a guy, my age, early 20s. I detected annoyance in his expression, a glint of amusement. Thick brown curls glued to his forehead entangled with seaweed. Slowly, my gaze found his torso, which ended just below his waist, a tail replacing legs. A mermaid. I was aware I was screaming or trying to scream, shuffling back, my flashlight slipping from my fingers. But then I saw the thick trail of red diluting the surface, blood splatters painting the pool walls. He was hurt. The boy couldn't speak, only stabbing at his throat with his index finger before holding out his hand. I dragged him out of the pool, making sure to soak him in water every few minutes, conscious of my Grammy's words when I was a child. Children of the sea must be soaked through at all times. If not, they would suffocate. Being very careful, I dragged the mermaid down to my father's basement, hauling him into a fresh tank. His injuries weren't too bad, just a head wound, and his tail had been slashed. But his scales were already reforming, healing themselves. I talked to him for a while, enjoying his presence. I don't think he could understand me, but from the way his eyes were squinting, his lips curled, he was trying. I started to get breathless halfway through an anecdote. I thought I was tired, though suddenly it was so hard to breathe, to suck oxygen into my lungs. Something contracted in my chest, and I spluttered up blood-tinged water that tasted like salt. When my legs gave way, I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Blood running thick down my chin. I could feel something alive,